This restaurant was the restaurant that inspired me to even start this series. So I asked my Instagram followers for some recommendations of underrated restaurants at Berkeley. That isn't a restaurant, sir. I can't go. This is a sriracha shirt. Hello, my name's Andrea. I'm a third year at UC Berkeley. And recently, I've officially started my journey to find the most underrated restaurant at Berkeley. Anyone who's ever visited Berkeley knows Berkeley food slaps. And as much as I would love to keep restaurants that we want to keep to ourselves, you know, let that be like our place, businesses have been impacted so hard at Berkeley and these restaurants are constantly at risk of just closing down. You can skip your weekly Chipotle trip, okay? Chipotle is not gonna go anywhere, and try something new at Berkeley because there are so many places that you probably have never heard about either. So here's how the series is gonna work. I'm going to collect recommendations that I get from people on Instagram and on YouTube. There are so many places that I didn't even know about. I asked people on my Instagram for some restaurants that are underrated at Berkeley, and I got so many different answers. Almost all of the answers were different except for like one restaurant. I'm determined to try all of these restaurants. I've never heard like 95% of them. The ones that I have tried will make it into my top 10 list. They'll begin to replace and push down restaurants in the rankings. That makes sense. I will be ranking them according to the following categories: 1, taste; 2, affordability for students; and 3, underratedness. So for whoever is coming back to Berkeley, I recommend that you guys give these restaurants a shot. If you've never tried them before, try them. Support your local businesses. Expand your flavor palette. Stop going to Chipotle. I love Chipotle, by the way. It's just, there's Taco Sinaloa, like a block down. Like, why wouldn't you go there? Camera died. And I decided that, you know what, Qui-Gon Jinn is kind of a look. Coming in number 5, we have Lucia's, recommended by Elena Jade. Lucia's is a gourmet pizza place down on Shattuck. I got the margherita pizza.
Hey girls! My name's Miles. This is my bestie Andrea.
Taste gets an 8 out of 10. The crust itself was so good. Like, the flavor is just... But I felt like the margherita and the mozzarella itself could have been seasoned a little bit more. Like, I found myself reaching for like oregano, hot chili flakes, you know, because duh. Livers or this?
Definitely this stuff. Stupid question.
Affordability gets a 6 for me. There's so many pizza options at Berkeley. Like, these pizza places charge less and give more. Lucia's a place you would probably go to like have a nice dinner with your friend. Underratedness gets a 6 for me. My friend had a birthday dinner there, so I have tried it before. If you've ever walked down Shattuck toward like Asha or McDonald's or Milk Bomb, you definitely have passed by this place. So it's a pretty discoverable location. Coming in number 4, we have Wiki Wiki Hawaiian Barbecue, recommended by Solomon Kong. Wiki Wiki is down on Hastings Shattuck, so downtownish. So the taste for Wiki Wiki Hawaiian Barbecue gets an 8.5 out of 10. The meats were really flavorful. It's not as good as this Hawaiian barbecue place I've tried with the Rugby Girls in spring 2019 in Oregon. That Hawaiian barbecue has to be the best Hawaiian barbecue I've ever had, but then again, just keep in mind Hawaiian barbecue is so new to me, so don't roast me. Affordability gets a 7. It's pretty good for what you're getting. You're getting 3 meats, a macaroni salad, and rice. The underratedness has to be an 8 out of 10. The place gives like a hole in the wall kind of vibe. It's not very discoverable. I recommend it.
Wow. Look. It's so bright.
It looks less bright on camera.
Coming in number 3, we have Smokes Barbecue, recommended by Ashley. Yep. Smokes is like right across the really huge Marugame and right next to the matcha place that everyone was crazy about. I was so shocked when I stepped into that place and I was like, how did I not know about this place earlier?
It says like $14 for the dude, but he said it was 13, and I got a sandwich and a side, and I tipped, and that was still $14.31.
The taste is an 8.7 for me. The meat melted into my mouth. The macaroni salad was so good. There was like this garlic mac and cheese. I was like low-key fighting for it with my younger sister. Did you tell us this morning to eat healthy?
I didn't get the pie.
I gave it an 8.7 and not a 9 because I felt like it could have had some greens or some kind of like pickle, brighten up the flavors a little bit more. Sorry. Affordability gets an 8 for me. You're getting quality food for what you're paying. Underratedness has to be a whole 9. I definitely go back to try their proper meals, like their barbecue sets. Recommend you try it if you haven't or if you want some barbecue because dish good. Oh, it's so good. That's such a good meal.
Sure you want to do this right now?
I don't have any shame anymore, Mama.
Don't say
Because
that.
no one can see who I am when I have a mask on and these on. I love this as an introvert.
Coming in number 2, we have Berkeley Thai House, recommended by my parents who had dates there in the past. Yeah, I know.
28 to 30 years ago I had this dish.
Berkeley Thai House has been there for a very long time. The taste, 9.5. I love Thai food and I eat a lot of it. Like, I think the taste is just completely there for me. Berkeley Thai House is on the same block as Cream and Cupcakein, so super close to campus, but it feels kind of hidden. I give affordability an 8.5.
What were you saying? This is memorable because
Yeah. Well, just now when we were leaving and we chose Thai Berkeley, Mama didn't realize that this is actually technically your first paycheck and you're taking me out for a treat. Because you told me not to bring my debit card.
If you wanted a Thai meal with appetizer and main course, between 2 people, you'll end up usually having to order 3 entrees. So this is very thoughtful. Really suited for students.
and close by the campus.
It's very thoughtful for them to have a buildable set menu. For students who may like want Thai iced coffee or Thai tea or an appetizer like spring rolls but just didn't want to pay like $6 to $9 extra. Underratedness is an 8 and I might be biased, but I just don't hear anyone talk about it. You know, let me know if I did get these ratings wrong or anything. Knowing how much my mom still loves Berkeley Thai House after all of these years is a pretty good sign to me that it's pretty good, dude. And number 1, my top underrated restaurant is California Best Gyros, and I might be saying that wrong. So good. It's in Asian ghetto, but it doesn't carry by Snack Pass, so many people overlook it, but I swear by it. My personal favorite is the falafel salad. It doesn't even taste like a salad, it just, oh my goodness. And the lamb and beef wrap, it has amazing vegetarian options too. Their desserts, I'm serious. Try the baklava, try the rice pudding, I'm filming.
This is baklava.
That's so underrated. Like, I'm not even kidding. Taste is a 10 for me. Their meats are seasoned so well. They have a red and a white sauce. Just get both. I had many conversations with the owner. He works the night shift and his wife works the day shift. You know, mom and pop shop. He walked me through like his ingredient care and how fresh and healthy they all were. It tastes amazing and will forever be the healthier option next to Gypsies. Like, literally, it's right next to Gypsies. It's a lot healthier than Gypsies. Just saying. So affordability for me gets an 8. They told me that they don't see themselves signing on to Snack Pass because they can't afford the price cuts. But in order to keep their food, you know, kind of like competitive with all the amazing restaurants that surround them in that block, they do keep their prices like pretty low for what it is. So they still provide like a humble price point for you if you still want to try it. I obviously recommend this place. You should try it. And underratedness for me, it's a whole 10. Why did I say that so many times? I could be wrong, and I want to know who else has tried it because it's so good and it just feels like my little secret. And it's just, this restaurant is what's inspired me to start the series because it's so good, but I feel like not enough people try it, and I could be completely wrong. Just genuinely feel like no one goes here. People see deer outside and they're like, okay, let's just stay there. But honestly, seriously, it's so worth a try if you haven't had it. While you're here at Berkeley, you might as well support local businesses and try out all these different restaurants. So yeah, these are my current rankings. It's obviously gonna change as I try more restaurants, and you know, they'll start replacing current restaurants, and we'll see who lands in my top 10. Not that I'm very important, I'm just saying, I'm just trying all these restaurants I've never heard of before, okay? Comment down below if you've tried any of these places that I talked about. Comment down below some of your underrated restaurants at Berkeley that you think I should give a try, and document here, because you know what? No one else is doing it. And subscribe, so you know I'm not putting myself out there for nothing. I am surprised that no one has done this video yet. It just needed to be done. There are so many places at Berkeley that I literally have never tried before. So yeah,